Such a weak clap. Good lord. Hello, Internetians. My name is Josh, a Go Player, and I am your coach of the Phillies Soul Dew. What is going on? I recorded New York Metagross today, and I forgot what my fucking team name was. I am your coach of the Portland Nightshaders today, and we are going to be taking on Lord Emvee and his San Diego Chimchargers. Technically today, but you won't see it till tomorrow, so. Welcome to APA. Season 6. This is quarterfinals. My intros are never good, and they're never going to improve. I'm going to keep being the lovable idiot that I am. Speaking of which, I don't have the matchup pulled up. We're facing off against Emvee today, so of course be sure to go check him out in the description below. He's not uploading the side because like he's had a million forfeit wins, but whatever. His team consists of Necrozma, Cobalion, Darmanitan, Toxtricity, Gastrodon, Noivern, Double, Eldegoss, Frosmoth, Stunfisk, G-Max, Grimace, I'm not gonna go into my in-depth team building like I do, because I don't remember how I built this team. I built it like a week ago and got like 5 mocks and went like 4-1. This matchup is absolutely garbage for him. It's hilarious, honestly. His only psychic resist is Grimace and Necrozma. Grimace, of course, not wanting to switch into Hatterene. His only fairy resist is Toxtricity and Darmanitan, both of which get to it KO'd by Max Starfall. So, this is gonna be an interesting match. His team is very slow outside of Cobalion and Noivern. He has Noivern at 123, Cobalion at 108, Darmanitan 95. Technically double, but double is never running max speed, so it's basically those 3 mons and just falls off straight to Necrozma. And Necrozma's probably not running max speed unless he's really afraid of Blastoise, but at the same time, I don't think he has to be really, really afraid of Blastoise. Anyway, those are 2 things I really noticed. Another thing I noticed, team's well put together, but there are some ways to get around it. Like I said, of course, my Hatterene. His Gastrodon is extremely fucking annoying for me. Like, super annoying. I also noticed his normal resist is his Cobalion, which is not a normal resist when the normal type is Heliolisk clicking Specs Hyper Voice. So, that's something I also noticed. He also does have a Hyper Voice switching when it comes to Toxtricity, because, of course, Toxtricity can switch in on that due to Punk Rock. Very interesting team he has here. A lot of my offense does a lot of good work versus him. Necrozma, I did scout the 4 games that he's played, which is sad. Necrozma, he loves setup. Cobalion, he likes setup. He likes physical Cobalion. Of course, like I said, Necrozma. Darmanitan's probably going to be scarfed. I don't think Toxtricity comes versus me. I think I did have 1 mock where someone brought it. I think it's a garbage mon versus me. I have Rhydon. I have Hatterene to an extent. I have Heliolisk to an extent, and then I have Kamo with Soundproof. So, while there is a Toxtricity set, I do know of a Toxtricity set which does beat this team. I don't know if he'll bring it, and I don't know if he can get it off, honestly. I do think that he could potentially bring it, but I don't think he could fully get it off. And that's Shift Gear Stored Power, which would knock out the Kamo. He would need damage off on Rhydon. But if he was something like Shift Gear Air Balloon, then that could be something. But again, I think I'm perfectly well off versus that with how I built. So let's get into it. First mon we're bringing is going to be Melmetal, of course. I'm bringing Melmetal. Who's shocked that we're bringing this fucking Pokemon? Brokemon. Double Iron Bash, Darkest Lariat, Earthquake, Thunderwave. I didn't really need anything other than Double Iron Bash. Darkest Lariat is there in case he runs like Iron Defense Necrozma, or God forbid, Double, which is Cotton Guard. Earthquake's there in case I really need it versus like Toxtricity, Darmanitan, Cobalion, etc. Stunfisk, it is good coverage versus him. So I'm running Choice Scarf, and this set specifically outspeeds everything that is not max speed, actual fully max speed, timid or jolly Necrozma and up. Toxtricity I outspeed. If it's not max speed double, I outspeed. I outspeed Grimace, a lot of people have been running low speed Necrozma versus me in mocks. One person did run max speed Necrozma for Blastoise, but I don't think he's going to over prep for Blastoise that much. He can either bring an Assault Vest Toxicity versus that, which I don't think is a counterplay to Shell Smash Blastoise because it could run Earthquake, especially versus this team. Wow, I could run Earthquake really, really nicely. But he has Gastrodon, which Gastrodon from +2 Life Orb Blastoise takes around 0.1% from Blastoise. So, don't think he's going to be worried about that. But if he wants to be, then oof. But Melmetal with Double Iron Bash does 2 KO Necrozma, does 2 KO. Does 2 KO a Toxtricity, which is hilarious. 2 KOs the Eldegoss, destroys poor Frostmoth. I forgot this spread. Whatever you see me calc, doesn't matter. Jolly, not this. Grimace I believe if he is G-Max and Max HP, it's a chance to OHKO, which is amazing. Wow. 767%. Dynamax. Yeah, so if he's G-Max, Max HP, I do 92 to 110 to him. And he does, like, negative 3% with like, Drain Punch or something. Yeah. If he wants to bulk up before going into this, that's fine. He still won't do damage, as you can see. And I always outspeed and do 2 KO with the Double Iron Bash. He has to be max, relaxed to KO me, and then even then he needs good rolls to... Well, he doesn't need good rolls because I won't be max HP. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, 41 to 50 to max at +1. If he wants to bulk up before I go into Melmetal, to whatever. Melmetal is a hard stop to that. And if he just G-maxes and goes for like Starfall or something, depending on what he gets in versus, like Double Iron Bash, I will be mindful. And actually, I kind of want to get rid of Thunder Wave. I don't see how Thunder Wave is ever going to be useful. Yeah, let's get rid of Thunder Wave. Do you learn Sleep Talk? Let's run Sleep Talk instead. I don't see a time where I'm going to really need Thunder Wave. I just put Thunder Wave on there just as a what the hell move. We're going to run Sleep Talk in case I do have to switch into G-Max Snooze and feel like I can't switch out. So, be mindful of that. Double Iron Bash is just really, really good, like I said. Revenge is the Grimmsnarl. Revenge is the Toxtricity if it's not set up, if it's like Specs or something. Obviously, you have to be careful versus Darmanitan. Darmanitan is a threat, however. If it doesn't come, I'm not going to be too surprised. I'm bringing, not only do I have, but I'm bringing all 3 of my really good Darmanitan checks, Blastoise, Komo, and the Rhydon. I do have a softer check with Rapidash on the team, but I mean, I've never brought it, and I'm probably not going to bring it. Even though I love Rapidash. Rapidash, broken. This HP means I live, Scarf Fire Punch, I believe, from Darmanitan. I want to say I live Flare Blitz, but like I feel like I don't. That's a Darmanitan. Hello? Yeah, I don't. Might be Life Orb Fire Punch then. Life Orb. Gave it to the wrong Pokemon. Great. Give it over here. Life Orb. I live it anyway. I remember what it's from. Got me. Maybe after Rocks, I live Uninvested Flare Blitz. Sure, we'll go with that. I live something. It's very important. Cobalion. Maybe it's Cobalion. It's not Cobalion, I'm giving up. This game sucks. Yeah, this game sucks. I don't know what it does. It's there for a reason. I don't put EVs in places for no reason. Blastoise. Gastrodon's a bitch. And is a problem for something like Melmetal in any form. So I have this. Block Toxic Scald Rest. And it traps Gastrodon and kills it. And I'm really scared that's not actually going to trap the Gastrodon. Even though in my mocks, it trapped every Gastrodon. Blocked it, toxicked it, stalled it out. Killed Gastrodon. And then, wow, look at my team as it just goes brazy versus him. This also helps with the Cobalion. Originally, I had Ice Beam so I could be more help versus the Noivern, but unfortunately, I'm just going to have to get the fuck over it. Because when I had this, I actually was set up fodder for Cobalion, because my best move was freeze it. And I did freeze it, and then it thawed out, because I couldn't do anything fast enough. So, that's fun. Anyway, I'm really bulky. I take hits from Cobalion really well, +2 close combat. Does not, with Life Orb does not kill me. Something else about that. I'm faster than max speed Gastrodon, I believe. I think I'm faster than max speed Timid Gastrodon, is what I went with. That's 255 speed. It's not that fast. Calm down. If it was that fast, I'd hang myself. I am faster than max speed Jolly Gastrodon or Timid, so I can always block Toxic and then just always stall it out. I'm not 3-8 KO'd by max special attack Earth Power, I think, is what this was. Something like that. Anyway, it's here for that. To take on the Gastrodon, can block whatever I really want. If he does decide that he's going to switch out and try and bait the Toxic and get Cobalion for free, I can block that, and unless it's Volt Switch, I'm going to Scald and start, I can burn it potentially. You know, whatever I really want. This thing, Kumo-O, Life Orb, Dragon Dance, 3 attacks. This is to help me with the Necrozma, weakening that and getting it out of my face. Or potentially winning, depending on what he brings and what overall team composition he has, what Scarfers I think he has, and what I have weakening whenever I bring Kumo in. It also stops the toxicity from bludgeoning me to death. That was a word. Because toxicity is a threat. I'm going to actually calc, because I just thought about this. Toxicity, I want to make sure that I live a hit from this thing. If he goes +1 and +2 speed. Stored power versus Kumo-O. That's defensive. I'm not defensive. Life Orb. Modest. Let's just make it that. Cool. Live team building. Now I take +1 modest Life Orb stored power after rocks from a shift geared Toxicity, which is good. I also want to see what that does to Rhydon, because that's going to be important when I eventually play him in an hour. Do I play him in an hour? I play him in an hour and 8 minutes. Big hype. What does Boom Burst do? Out of curiosity. Boom Burst. Nothing. Cool. Kumo-O checks that. Cool. Dragon Dance 3 attacks. Dragon Claw is there for general stab. His Dragon Resist are Cobalion, which gets murdered by Drain Punch. Grimmsnarl, which gets murdered by Poison Jab. Drain Punch is also good for trying to break through the double wolf. He tries to go for a Cotton Guard in my face. As I Dragon Dance +1 Life Orb Drain Punch to a +3. Double with Fluffy does about 5%, so I lose anyway. Actually, I want to know how much that does. I'm pretty sure I do a fuck ton, because this is like a broken Pokemon. I'm sorry that you guys are seeing me like live team build this, but these are all ideas that I didn't have when I was prepping this and playing. And these are small little things that could come into a lot of use in the actual game. Life Orb. This Pokemon sucks. Hate this Pokemon. This Pokemon eat shit. That's not good. Cool. I have this to check it. So this Hatterene. Y'all ever look at a matchup and just see a Mon that just... I've hated Hatterene all season because I feel like it keeps doing nothing because my opponents always have some unbelievable check to it, like G-Max fucking Corviknight or Duraludon to a lesser extent. What else did I face? A whole bunch of G-Max Steels, Melmetals, etc. Orbeetle. That is not a counter. His counter ain't shit. Like, let's play some more cap, shall we? Darmanitan, Choice Scarf, 50. Hatterene, Offensive Trick Room, 50. Goodbye. And Max Mindstorm just, as you can see, just obliterates it. So, not a Pokemon versus me, or versus him. Toxtricity. Obviously, I have Trick Room to set up. Christ, broken. Obviously, I have Trick Room to set up and potentially win late game. Mystical Fire is there in case on the last turn I want to set something up and like die or whatever. I want to set up the sun basically. So it gives me the opportunity to set up the sun and go into this and click Solar Power Boosted Choice Specs Hyper Voice. His normal resist, that's not something you're supposed to see. His normal resist is Cobalion, and Joy Specs Solar Power Heliolisk to a KO set, which is obscene. Absolutely hilarious. Volt Switch and Thunderbolt are there just as secondary stabs. U-turn is there in case the ground types are around and I want to just get out of there. Specifically, I could U-turn on the Gastrodon switch in and go into Blastoise, block it, and then get rid of it. Potential Breaker for me. Oh, I'm over here. Potential Break versus me also helps with the double to an extent, because Fluffy and Max Defense really annoying. So it's good to have a couple special breakers to take care of that. Also, good speed tier versus him. Outside of the Noivern, I absolutely outspeed everything. And with this investment that you can see, I actually live a Life Orb Draco from the Noivern. So this is very likely a guaranteed lead for me. Unless he leads Darmanitan. Unless he brings Darmanitan, I might lead something else. I'm not sure. I'll refresh before I really get into playing versus him. So, really good mon. Max speed, of course, to outspeed the Cobalion. And yeah. Hopefully, don't lose. And then, last but not least, we have Rhydon. Stealth Rock 3 attack, Earthquake, Body Press, Avalanche. Body Press is there only for one reason, and one reason only. That was words. Body Press is there for the Cobalion. Because Magnet Rise is a bitch. And if I let the thing Magnet Rise in front of my face, I basically get 6-0'd. So, don't remember what that does. Earthquake, General Stab, really, really good versus him. His only switch-ins to Earthquake are the Frostmoth, LOL, Eldegoss, good switching, Noivern. So he's not switching in the Frostmoth, even if he does. I do a lot of damage with Body Press, and I also have my Choice Scarf Melmetal if he just hits me, or if he Quiver Dances up, whatever. I have ways to check it in ways such as my Hatterene, my Blastoise can take a hit and Scald it, or Toxic it. This, of course, is going to still hit it for damage. It has to be Boots, so it can come in on rocks. Avalanche is there for the Eldegoss and the Noivern. I'm actually thinking about leading this. And I think I did lead this in a mock, and basically lead it versus Noivern. If he wants to go for Draco, that's fine. He can Draco me, I will Avalanche him, and I'll knock him out turn 1. I can get rid of that threat. So, this is what I'm going with. Definitely think it's a very, very solid team. Like I said, this matchup is actually horrible. If I click block versus the Gastrodon, and it works, the game is basically over. Like, unless it's really, really late game and I kill the Gastrodon and it goes into a setup mon that I don't have a check to anymore, it's basically GG. Because Gastrodon is his, like, glue that's going to hold everything together. It's going to keep him from losing to Hatterene, from Komodo, from Melmetal specifically, from Heliolisk. All 4 of my big offensive mons just love the fact that Gastrodon gets the fuck out of there as soon as possible. So, that's the team that I'm going to be bringing versus Emvee and his San Diego Chimchargers. Be sure to let me know what you guys think of the team. Leave a like if you liked. And be sure to check out the game tomorrow, as that's when it's going up. It's actually going up in 2 days for me because we're playing late. Doesn't matter. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.